Change comes very hard in life. It's come very hard in my life. I've had to change several times many of my opinions, many of my beliefs. I know that I respect all of the individuals who have spoken tonight on both sides of the issue, because I know they have true heartfelt beliefs. But what I have to say is, how does one form a conscience, a conscientious position about an issue like this? And I realized as I heard many of my colleagues speak tonight, I tried to self-analyze myself. Like Kevin, I studied catechism as a child. I am of the Roman Catholic faith. Like many of you, I went to Catholic high school. I even went to Catholic college. And I know that many of my values and my conscience were formed as a result of what I learned and how I was taught. Little did I know that I would ever run for the Assembly of the State of New York or ever have to be in a position to vote on a measure like this that I hope will be historical in time and consequence. But let me tell you something. We can take issue, not with the Torah, not with the Bible, but we can take issue with what the meaning of what we were taught actually is. And what do I mean by that? What I mean is that didn't God teach us? Didn't those of you who are Catholic learn in Catholic school that we should love one another and that that was the greatest commandment of all? And that we should be our brother's keeper, that we should have faith, hope, and charity. Now, what does that mean if we can't apply it to our everyday lives? It means nothing. Our children, and especially our grandchildren, those of you who are my age here in Albany, and those of you who are a little younger, may think that the formation of your conscience on this issue is really strong and is the right thing to do, and as I said, I respect you for that. But what you must realize is that your children and your grandchildren will think that, what, are you kidding me? This is a no-brainer. This is an issue that should have been resolved a long time ago in favor of equality for all people. And so, in arriving at my conscience, Harry, when I came here, I don't know where you are, when I came here, I was put in a position of conscience to decide whether or not I was going to vote for the Sonder bill. Sonder bill being an acronym for what? Sexual Orientation Non-Discrimination Act. And of course, I took a position of conscience that I learned in school about what was right, in Catholic school. And I voted against that bill, time and time again. I had a very hard time with my conscience, having to deal with my colleagues, having to look myself in the mirror, having to decide, how can I do this to people that I love in this body? Now let me just say this. When I first came here, there were no gay men or women at least disclosed at the time. So I had nobody to learn from. But I can tell you this, that since over the last 21 years or better, I have learned a great deal from my colleagues Deborah Glick, Daniel O'Donnell, Matt Titone, Harry Brunson, and all of you, to give you all the due respect that you deserve. But my message to you tonight is a different one that you've heard before. That people can change, and they ought to change. I've changed because I believe that not only the Lord my God expects me to change in order to do the right thing, but because my fellow human beings and the people of the state of New York expect me to do the right thing. And the right thing is to vote for marriage equality. Thank you.